What's up YouTube? It's NG, the NeonX, and I'm back. Today I'm into somewhat of a surprise. If you're watching my channel, you know I love cell phones, I love headphones, but I'm also an avid gamer. Some of my favorite are the classics from yesteryear. So today I received the GRAFX 16 Mini. Completely unexpected on my part. This is really exciting to me, and I hope also for you. So without further ado, let's get into it. I ordered this bad boy last year when it was first announced. I think last year, August, maybe May, so almost a year now. I ordered this, and the delivery date kept saying December of 2000. So when a package arrived outside and I opened it to see the GRAFX 16 Mini, I was ecstatic. This is something special. I did not expect to be able to make a unboxing video about this anytime soon. So for those who don't know, the GRAFX 16 was a 16-bit rival to the Super Nintendo and Genesis. The original came out in 1989, if memory serves me. It wasn't the most popular of the consoles at that time, because as you know, as history has shown, there can only be two. This was out there with the Sega Genesis, with the Sega Genesis and the Nintendo. I think, it came out before the Super Nintendo, because I remember when I first played a GRAFX 16 at my cousin's house. They also had the 8-bit Nintendo, and it was pretty much going back and forth between Bayou Billy and I think China Warrior was the name of the game that he had on the GRAFX 16. Let's see what comes in the box. We have paperwork, the actual GRAFX 16 controller. This is exactly how I remember it looking when I would go to my cousin's house to play. Of course, back then it wasn't a USB connection, so they did change that, I guess for better connection, faster data transfer and such. But the controller itself seems hands-on, a identical copy of the original. Very nice. A USB cable, I assume, for power to the device. It's not USB-C, but that's fine. Once this thing is plugged in, I won't be needing to switch cables out. And here we have the GRAFX 16 Mini console itself. Would you look at that? Now on the original, this was the card slot, because the GRAFX 16 took these little cards, not cartridges like the Nintendo and the Master System and the what else was out there? Actually, the Neo Geo wasn't quite out yet, if I remember correctly. But this took little cards, much like the Master System, not the 16-bit, but the 8-bit one, had both cartridges and cards. This went the card slot way, and it worked out fine. So this is where the cards would go. The power switch is in the same spot, and they even replicate right here, if you can see it, how they would lock the cartridge in place so it won't slide out during a particular hectic game of whatever you might be trying to play. We have the USB ports for your controllers. It does support simultaneous play. You just have to buy an extra controller. Okay, on the side here, there's no ports. The back, the same place the power cord would go. Again, it is changed for the new cable. Again, it's USB connection in there, as you can see, I hope. Right. Name at the back. On this side, there's nothing there. It seems like this can come off somehow. Just looking at it. Oh, it does come off. Wait. Hold on. The back does indeed come off. Let's see. This seems to be just some kind of shell that's to protect whatever's back here. Oh, and here you go. That's where you put your HDMI to the TV, and here, that's where you can plug in your power cord, your power cable, and you would run it through here or through the side, depending on where you want it to go. I think you might even be able to store the cable in there for when you do want to take it to a friend's house or whatever the case might be. As you can see, it's being released by Konami. I think back in the day it was NEC that held the rights to the TurboGrafx. I guess Konami bought the rights from them. And there you have it. TurboGrafx 16 Mini. They even kept little details like the antenna switch and what channel you want to switch your system to. Because back in the day, it wasn't HDMI 1 or 2, it was channel 3 or 4. So, I mean, we were always on channel 3. But here it is, good people, the HDMI, right, HDMI. So here it is, good people, the TurboGrafx 16 Mini, a quick look. Let's see what it's like to hook this bad boy up. Alright people, this is our first look at the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. I don't know half these games. Let's take a quick look at what we have here. Soldier Blade, Space Harrier, the classic Splatterhouse, and a plethora of others that maybe you have seen or haven't seen. We also have access to the PC Engine. This was the Japanese version of the TurboGrafx 16. And in this menu is a whole other assortment of games. I'm not exactly sure how they expect you to play Snatcher. I had that on my Sega CD, a lot of text, and from what I understand, they didn't bother to translate it for this port. So unless you are fluent in Japanese, this game is unplayable. But a pretty decent selection of games here. Let's see how some of these things play. Now let's go back to TurboGrafx 16. I really do like this song. Let's start off with Bonk's Revenge. And as you can see, you get the little card animation because the TurboGrafx 16 did use game cards as opposed to cartridges. So far, so good. Now there's one thing that I noticed with these games, the few that I have played. There seems to be a little lag between when you press the button and when you actually see the animation on screen. Okay, so to reset, you press both the run and the select button, and it takes you back to the main menu. Let's try a little something else. As you can see here, GRAFX 16 CD-ROM. Lords of Thunder. Gotta admit, that guitar is ripe. Alright, we have a side scroller here, a side scrolling shooter. Again, the sound is amazing. I guess that was like the Sega CD. The big draw of the CD-ROM drive. Not so much. Damn. I had no can chance. Jesus. Wow. That was hard. Let's try something in the PC Engine. Ooh, even a different animation for the Japanese CD games. I have no idea what game this is. 3D ship. Looks terrible by what today has, but it looks really good. I must say the game, wow, looks great. Scaling, effects, sound. I can imagine if you had this game when it first came out, you were the talk of your town. This looks, even by today's standards, next level. This is nice. The sound, everything. Oh, and it's hard as all kinds of help. What is going on with life? Spriggan Mark II. Wow, another one of those games. So this is like a Gundam type game. I'm a big fan of Gundam, and these do look like Zeta ships. But yeah, it's fun. It seems like 2D side-scrolling shooters were the big thing back then. Okay, this is Jumping Girl Zelda. Well, Girl Link. No idea what this is called. You can learn a day. You see these shots? That's right. Give me them coins. That was something. Alright. Victory Run. This kind of reminds me of Outrun for the arcade. Only in this one, you can change gears. I don't think you can do that in the home version of... Let's check out the menu. Get a QR code for the manual, language, display tech. So it allows for different filters for the games. You have your bit closer, magnified, a box within your screen, fits the screen, and a nice little frame of the Turbo Express. A portable that wasn't very popular here in the United States. If I remember correctly, this thing went for like $400 bucks. And there you have it, people. The GRAFX 16 Mini. A plethora of games for your enjoyment. Feel free to pick one up. Let me know what you guys think. This is NG, the Neon X, and the GRAFX 16 Mini. This is what I'm into.